everyone, this is Surbhi Goyal and welcome to my channel Easy Learning with Surbhi. Okay, so before I begin with the video, in the beginning, I want you to assume something. Assume that you are in a conversation with someone and you're having conversation in English. Okay, so in the middle of the conversation, you're not able to find the correct sentence patterns or enough words to express yourself in English language. So what are you going to do at that time? Will you actually translate that sentence from your mother tongue into English? Do you think the other person has that much time to listen to you, or that other person has time to wait for you? Do you think so? Well, I know the answer, and I know you also know the answer, that no, other person or a group of people or other people, they don't have that much time. Okay, so, and it's very normal, nobody has that much time. There is one more reason behind it. See, English sentence structure is different as compared to other languages, like for example Hindi language. Okay, Hindi language sentence pattern is entirely different as compared to English sentence structures. So that is why it is not possible to translate every time. See, sometimes translations can work, it's absolutely okay, because there are times that sometimes you don't find the correct sentence pattern, so it's okay to convert it. कि अच्छा हिंदी सेंटेंस बना लिया है and then you're thinking to translate it into English, it's absolutely okay. But sometimes, and that too for the beginners, those who are beginners in this language, right? Or maybe you're alone at that time. Maybe you're giving instruction to someone, maybe you're giving some orders, so you're all by yourself, right? So that time you can take time to think and then you can say something. Okay, but in real world, like in real conversations, okay, it's not possible. So these are the reasons that you should not think in any other language and then translate it into English, right? So first, it's time consuming, it's not practical, and English sentence structures are entirely different from other languages. Okay, now the question rises ki, okay, so we have understood that we should not think or we should not translate it from any other language, right? So what should we do? So my today's video is based on that only, that what should we do? Should we do to overcome this problem? How to think in English? Okay, so let's get started. So our first point is pick up main words and build sentences. Yes. See, wherever you're sitting right now, okay, let's do this activity, very small activity. Wherever you're sitting right now, be you're sitting in your room, maybe you're sitting in your living room, maybe somewhere outside, wherever you're sitting right now, just look around you. What is around you? Okay, or maybe whatever is happening somewhere around you, maybe outside, okay, whatever it is, just look around, observe. Like for example, if you are sitting in your room, whatever you see, think about those words and speak that. Like you see chairs, maybe a television. Okay, so chairs, there are two chairs, there is one television. I can see one dressing table. There is a watch. My mother is cooking food. Hmm, she cooks really well. Okay, there you go. See, now slowly I'm building so many sentences, right? You also do it right now. Think, observe your surroundings, and pick up the words and start building sentences. Okay, whatever you see, speak that in your head. In your head. Maybe you can utter also, it's absolutely okay, but we are here, I'm training you to think in English. Okay, okay. So here I want to tell you one point. First, don't be nervous and don't feel very conscious. Okay, it's absolutely okay if you're making mistakes, and build only simple sentences. Okay, we don't have to focus on building long sentences, right? No, it cannot happen instantly, it takes time. Okay, in the initial stage we have to train our mind to think only and only in English. No mother tongue, no Hindi language, nothing. just English. So that is why pick the very simple words and connect it in and build sentences on that. Okay, and there will be a chain of sentences, right? Just like I did right now. I hope you're doing this activity right now along with me. Are you doing it? Look around, speak up. Yes, I think you're doing it. Right. Okay. This is about the first point, and this is especially for the beginner. This is very useful for you, dear beginners. Okay, because you're in your initial stage and it's not possible to indulge in long conversations. So now this is the road towards speaking in English. Okay, I hope you're doing that. Okay, moving on to the second point, which is keep your sentences prepared beforehand. Now, this point is for all level of students, beginners, intermediate, advanced level students, everyone. See, we all know that English language is not our first language, right? So we all tend to make mistakes, okay? And this is absolutely normal. No one is perfect, not even I. So, okay. So there can be some situations, some occasions, some events where you have to use few sentences which are actually required and which are apt to that situation. For example, for job interview, there are certain sentences that you have to speak there. Okay, maybe you have a meeting with your client or you have a discussion with your team members. So many situations. Okay, so here assume that you have to give thanksgiving speech to your team members. Okay, so now you think you want to prepare few sentences, maybe you want to use few idioms in that sentences, and you think, see, it's better to practice it right now so that I don't forget at the time of speaking, because it happens that we tend to forget things at that very moment where these things are required. For example, you want to say, I'm really grateful to my team members for supporting me through thick and thin. Or I'm very delighted to be a part of my team as they always stood by me through thick and thin. These are sentences. Okay, and now you're using through thick and thin idiom. Okay, this is an idiom which means that that person stood by you in good times and even bad times. Okay, so you want to use this idiom and you think that, I should not forget such sentence structure, so it is better to be prepared. Yes, it is better, it is great if you are prepared beforehand. So such kind of sentences, if you have, think it in your mind, practice it, repeat it. Okay, that, okay, I have to speak, I have to give this kind of speech, so there should be a proper pattern and structure, so it should be prepared. Okay, so think in your mind and then you can speak up also. You can practice it with someone or practice it with yourself. Okay, now, so this question must be there in your mind that, okay, we have learned to think, okay, pick up the words, build sentences, right? But we need to have that kind of vocabulary, we need to have knowledge of English sentence pattern. So how do we do that? Good question. For that, I'll say that there are so many resources around you, there are so many helpful tools through which you can learn and you can improve your speaking skills, you can improve your English language skills. So for that, I can say, well, here I want to tell you, I have made video on this also, that start speaking English now, so you can watch that video. And also, what you can do, if you are fond of watching movies or web series or any interesting videos, okay, you're fond of music, reading interesting books, the greatest part is that we have subtitles in English movies, in Hindi movies also. For Hindi movies also, under that we have subtitles, so that's the great part. Okay, so you can listen to that, listen, grasp it slowly. Your listening skills become powerful, your mind will be able to pick the words. Okay, and here repetition is the key. Even if you are listening something, don't think, okay, once I have listened to this, now it is stored in my mind. No, 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 no. You have to repeat it. Okay, even if you're listening, listen it again. Maybe not in that same video or a movie, there can be same kind of word used in other movies and web series, so listen to that. Okay, different kind of movies and web series, whatever you like. So these are the resources from where you can gather knowledge, practice it, repeat it, speak up, so that you can gather new words, phrases, sentence patterns, and then you can think about the same in your head and then speak up. Okay, now it's the time to apply, to use that thoughts in words, in sentences, by speaking. Talk to yourself. Here I will say that talk to yourself is, see, you have started to think, your mind has started to think in English. Okay, but now how will you know that when the right time comes, will I be able to express myself, express my thoughts in words? Will I be able to do that? So for that, before jumping into the conversation, it's better to practice it with yourself first, because you are your best companion, best speaking partner. Okay, so do that. Now it can be anything. Suppose you're sitting alone, maybe you're standing somewhere. Okay, so now you can talk about your feelings. Okay, you can talk to yourself, right? Or maybe you can assume that you are talking to one of your best persons, like whom you like the most. Imagine someone is interviewing you, someone is questioning you, and you are answering to that. Question answer technique is also very good, interesting, because questions, you have to answer those questions, you can't stay quiet, right? So ask questions in your head, like what are my goals? So you're talking about your goals. Okay, I want to get a job, and I want to get married. Well, I want to buy a new house for myself. It will take time, it's a long journey, but someday soon. See, that's how you can talk to yourself. Okay, and here I have one more tip, one more way to talk to yourself. Those people who are fond of selfies, who are fond of cameras, so what you can do, you can record yourself, open your phone's camera, speak whatever you want to speak. Okay, I have seen some people doing so. They make reels and shorts, you know that, right? So people do that, they love doing that, so start doing it. It's interesting. So talking with your phone's camera is one of the interesting things, because see, I have heard from many teachers that, go stand in front of mirror, talk to yourself. This takes efforts, you have to push yourself, you will go somewhere, stand in front of mirror. So here I think phone's camera is the best way. So that way, slowly, you will make way towards speaking in English. And trust me, it has actually helped my students. Whenever they have asked me for few tips, this has actually helped them, and I am sure that this is going to help you also. But you just have to stay determined, be consistent in whatever you're doing it to improve your English speaking skills. Slowly, gradually, you will build this habit, and with time you won't even realize that how easily, how quickly your mind is translating. It's not even translating, it's just directly giving you words, sentences, and then you can easily be a part of conversation. So okay, that's all about my today's video. I hope you liked it, and if you really like it, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also I would love to have your feedback, that if you really like this video. Thank you for watching it. Stay tuned. Ta-da!